This is Reverend JJ, and I'd like to welcome you again to the Lotus Lounge, where we will spend some time talking about the current events in the world around us and the best ways to be able to handle, deal, and cope with all that we have happening right now. There's a lot of suffering. There's a lot happening that many are not aware of. This is a spiritual war. I don't think many are quite realizing the severity of what's happening. This is a war for your soul. And they are after your consciousness. And I know saying this out loud sounds insane, but there are going to be some topics and some things that we're going to discuss here on this podcast that are going to be uncomfortable, but that's part of the process. We have to be uncomfortable so that way there may be a catalyst for change. So why did I go into this field? What was my reasoning behind going into therapy and becoming a therapist? Years ago when I was a kid, I had thought about going into psychology. Some of my background I'll share here with you, my own experiences in my life and my own trauma, because a lot has happened in my world. And I'm still here, I'm still standing, so that says something. But it started where I almost died when I was 2. And that was the beginning. My mom left me in the hospital. She left me there to die. I had a subdural hematoma, which is fluid on the brain. And I was in a coma for weeks. They found my dad, and thankfully he was able to maneuver a means for me to be able to get the medical treatment that I needed. And I was flown to UMass Medical Center and treated with one of the top neurosurgeons in the country. And I'm here today because of all of that happened, all that was arranged. Many don't quite realize, but I'm actually blind in my left eye because of this incident. It definitely interferes with my ability to drive, and I have totaled 3 different cars. So yeah, watch out for me on the road. But I laugh only because I've healed. And I've forgiven my mom for what's happened. And I know that she has a drug problem and she didn't know how to be a parent. So I had to learn how to do that for myself. I had to parent my own inner child. And these are things that we'll discuss and we'll talk about. And hopefully I can be able to help you out with your own inner wounds and your own inner child wounds. But I don't speak with my mother. I don't know where she is. I don't even know if she's still alive. I'm assuming she is. That's a whole nother story, and we'll probably delve more into that. But generally speaking, I had a major head trauma, and I was not supposed to be here and be alive, but I am. And I'm thriving. So that I experienced has made me a stronger person. I came from dysfunction. Lots of trauma. There's a history of sexual assault when I was 12. There's a history of physical abuse growing up as a child. Witnessing some things that were not healthy. Going through various divorces, having a family, then not having a family, moving, traumatic events happening in the middle of the night, packing up your stuff, get everything. We're leaving and going to your grandma's house at, 3 a.m. I came from crazy. I came from dysfunction. And that was my childhood upbringing. We haven't even touched on the later years. But I am a perfect example that adverse childhood experiences do not have to dictate where your life is going to go. We are the creators. You are the creator of your own world, your own destiny. So what is it that you want to choose to create for yourself? Are we choosing happiness? Are we choosing peace? Are you able to come to terms with some of your own adversity? Can we take that and grow from it